Well. Matt Nagy should have just announced it this week then, instead of it being announced next week, because it seems like we got some leaks going on, thanks to Adam Schefter, and it seems like Mitchell Trubisky will be the Chicago Bears starting quarterback to start off the 2020-2021 season. Hey guys, this is Cam for 15. Hello Bears fan. It's been a while. I know I've been gone for quite a while, but I told myself I'd probably not make another Bears video until really the season is about to start. And next Saturday, actually, I will do my game preview of the Bears against the Detroit Lions. Well, personally, I don't know if I'll do a game preview. I don't know. I think I'll actually probably stop the game previews, to be honest. I'll just do the game recaps. But if you want me to do game previews, put that in the comment section. Anyways, if you heard the news, apparently per sources from Adam Schefter, the Chicago Bears will be going with Mitchell Trubisky as the starting quarterback, starting week 1 against the Detroit Lions. Now, if you've been on this channel before and you don't already know, or if you haven't been on the channel, I lost all faith, all confidence in that man, Mitchell Trubisky. If you want to get my thoughts on this, I'm going to tell you. Now, to say a part of me does not like the move, I'm going to be honest. Half of me does not like this move to put him at the starting quarterback because, again, I still made it to a point. What has he done, or what have I heard that he should be doing in game? But then another half of me is like, okay, we'll see how he plays, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Hopefully this Nick Foles, battle made him win the battle much more better. Now, the first 4 opponents for the Bears this season are the Lions, the Giants, the Falcons, and the Colts. So that's the first 4. Then after that is against Tampa Bay on a Thursday night. But yeah, my thoughts on this. Like I said, I'm just iffy on this. Listen, I've heard a lot of good things come out of camp from him. How he's a different person and how much he seems like he's a leader. Again, I hear all the good stuff with him in the frickin' camps and the practices and stuff. The question is, can he do what needs to be done? And that means show up and be the quarterback we drafted him to be. We drafted this man as the 2nd overall pick, and right now he ain't doing so hot. Again, I said the first 4 opponents are really Detroit, who he has killed his entire career. New York, which he had one of his worst performances against New York last year. Atlanta, they do not really have much of a defense. And Indianapolis, whose defense is all right, but let's be honest, they were average last year. So Mitchell Trubisky should do really well against those guys. Now, listen, my leash on how much I'm giving him, listen, he needs to play nearly flawless throughout 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, to even think about keeping his job. And personally, my thing is this. Mitchell Trubisky legit has to play in order to maintain the starting job for the rest of the year. He has to maintain not like perfect, like 10 out of 10. He needs to be absolutely nearly perfect. Like, when I mean that, he needs to play in a way where he's not going to lose the game for the Bears. He needs to play the game that he's going to be out there. He's going to throw the ball down the field, be accurate with his passes. Do not overthrow receivers. Do not hesitate. Look through his reads and frickin' take his time. If he's not doing any of those things I just listed, it's time to go to Nick Foles. If he are, like, I've said it before, I've said it before. If he does not come out and play well, if I'm seeing 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and he's not doing much of anything, then yeah. And if I'm seeing this through 3 weeks, it's time to pull the card and be like, okay, yeah, you're done. Um, Listen, this whole thing, it's been a huge talking point. Now personally, I want Nick Foles to start because I just feel like, hey, he needs to start. But I understand why Mitchell Trubisky's starting. He needs to prove himself. Again, we'll see if he does that. Like I said, I hear all the right things coming out of camp from him. And even Adam Schefter said in his tweet, the reason why he won the starting job is because it's due to his progression, his leadership, and his overall performance throughout the camp. Now, apparently, he also says Nick Foles made the decision difficult for Matt Nagy, but the team feels strong about the quarterback, or the QBs. But like I said, okay, yeah, his progression, his leadership, his performance in camp is good. Let's see how that translates to the game. Again, I said Lions, he usually owns the Lions. Those usually his best performances. We're going to see how he plays against other teams with average to subpar defenses. But again, I'll be the first one to say, if he ain't playing good, and I'm looking at what I'm seeing where he's not playing good, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to rip him in my game recaps, and I'm going to say he didn't play good. Now, well, we'll just see what he does, and that's all I got to say. I just got to sit back on my screen over here, just watch him play, and if he comes out, has a productive, year, he proved me wrong, and he deserves to probably get franchise tagged to see if he can do it for another year. I also expect Mitchell Trubisky to at least have, honestly, at this point, Mitchell Trubisky also for me for every game needs to throw over 200 yards passing. I can't have him throwing 100 and something yards. At least if he gets 206 or 200, just straight up 200, and that's fine. I need this man to really step up, and I need to hear or see this confidence he has in himself now. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if the moment's not too bright for him. Like I said, most of the games are gonna be, Sunday afternoon games where most people are not gonna pay attention. Now, if he somehow makes it to week 5, I believe, that's a Thursday night primetime game against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which will be his first true test if he manages to play really well into 4 weeks. We'll have to see how Mitchell Trubisky does, but again, do I have any confidence that he could get the job done? No. Even if it's against the Detroit Lions, the New York Giants, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Indianapolis Colts, whose defenses last year were pretty bad defenses. We'll just have to see how he does next week. So hopefully he proves some Bear fans who are doubting him wrong. Hopefully he proves me wrong this entire season. Otherwise, I'd rather just go to the other guy who's sitting on the bench, because we're paying him a boatload of money just to sit on the bench and do what? Back him up? Other than that, that's really it. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Again, I'll bring my game recap Sunday afternoon, I believe, after the Bears and Detroit Week 1 matchup, and get my thoughts on the game and stuff like that. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on the Mitchell Trubisky starting, as well as do you think he'll prove some Bear fans wrong? I know I sound like I'm not exuberant a lot of confidence. It's just what I seen last year doesn't lead me to believe that I'm gonna get anything different than what I'm already getting. But we'll have to see. This is gonna be a huge first couple of weeks for Trubisky. This is a huge game for him. He's got to show out. He's got to show out in the first 4 to 3 games. If he can't do that, Matt Nagy will be the first one to go to Nick Foles. Like I said, also the other thing is other players around him got to help him out to make him look better too. The offensive line has to block for this guy. The running backs have to play much better than they did last year for this guy. As well as the receivers got to play even better, to help this guy out if they want him to be the quarterback here. And like I said, we're just going to have to see. As well as, so yeah, and then also hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Chicago Bears content. So other than that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So I'll see you guys next Sunday for the Chicago Bears Detroit Lions game recap. Also, again, if you want me to do a game preview for Detroit and Chicago, then I will do that. But I don't think I'll do game previews before the games because, you know, I just don't feel like doing it. I'd rather give just my initial game recaps. But other than that, I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next video. So till then, guys, peace.